morning. Thursday the 29th of October. So only 2 more days to go after this, and I've made it, and you'll have made it from watching my podcasts. I'd just like to say I'm really sorry about the volume. We thought we'd got it sorted, and say all this is new to me, so it's going to be I'm hoping it's not going to be too painful for all of you to watch. We thought we got it sorted last week. We took the week 3 down, we put it back up. When you edit, I edit and use an editing program, and I film on my phone and I edit on my computer because I've got a bigger screen and you can enlarge everything. And I think I have improved. Everything is horizontal for to go up for the vlog. And I think my lighting is okay. It's just my voice, or not so much my voice, the volume. I talk very quietly anyway. I also had been suffering with a really bad ulcer, a canker ulcer, which it looks as if somebody like bit my tongue off. It was just, not pleasant. I cannot explain to you how painful that was. And at one point I did consider giving up, but I thought no, I'd made that commitment and I would try and sort of persevere. So that's why there'll be some video footage that there might not be a lot of me in. If it's too painful, I wouldn't put myself through it, let alone put you through that. There was a problem with the sound on my phone. I've got a new phone, so I hadn't touched anything. It was nothing to do with me. But when you watch it back on the computer, you get a totally different viewing experience to watching it on your phone. So from when it's uploaded. So we watched it and we thought that it was fine. We've put it up and somebody had left a comment, so thank you for leaving that comment. And as I say, I am new to this and I'm hoping that there's been no point in me carrying on really if I don't get any better. I don't think it's that terrible. And when I watch a vlog, I always imagine that I'm having a cup of tea with that person, so everything might not be perfect, but the more you practice, the better you're going to get. It's like with your crafting. But we have identified another problem, and that is we think I'm too far away from the camera sometimes. So as I say, I'm very conscious of my double chin or chins. I get those from my nana, bless her. So I have inherited that. I've had a double chin, I think, since I was in my early 20s. There is a photograph of me somewhere celebrating my daughter's first birthday, and I think I'm about, do that horrible thing with my mouth as well. I think I'm about 23, and I was busy at the stereo, as you used to be in those days, turning the music up and down from past to parcel, and you can see my double chin. So I'm very conscious of that. Obviously, as I've got older, I suffer with my sinuses, so I do have a few lines here. I'm not that bothered. I'm really not. I am as I am. And I'm quite happy for people to know my age. I don't try and be like a 20-year-old. But I don't want to be too close to the camera because I'd like you just to have a nice experience, really. You're not supposed to be watching me. It's just sharing what I'm creating. I was just about to stop the camera then. It's just what I'm supposed to be creating. I'm just trying to share with you. And the whole idea of me doing Vlogtober was perhaps for you to give you a chance to get to know me. Hello. I feel very self-conscious, especially what I just put up. I'm not sure if you're going to see it. So if you don't see it, I've edited it and I've taken it out. I was just talking about the problems I've encountered. It's more of an explanation rather than a moan, and I hope it isn't taken out of context. I'm aware today that I haven't been on. Reason being is our wedding anniversary yesterday, and we've just taken yesterday and today as 2 days for ourselves. So you're probably just going to see some footage, which will probably be better for you. I've just come into this. This is we call this a snug. So it's wet, windy. We were hoping to go out for a drive today and go to this place called Crosby. That's where Anthony Gormley has got his statues at Fairy and statues of humans, and there are various angles going into the sea. And we were hoping to go there today, but it's far too wet, so we're in. My husband's at the kitchen table. He's opened his Lego kit that he got for Christmas, so that shows you how bad it is today. So he's having a look at that. So he's got a Porsche 911 to sit and make. I've come in here to, well, if I'm honest, to tidy up the mess, but I'm not honest enough to turn it around and show you. Do you ever have days like that, or have times like that where you've just like pulled all your crafting stuff out? You're either looking for something, or you are like you finished something and you've pulled everything out of your project bag and you've put it everywhere. Things have arrived, so it's a bit like that. So it's a little bit out of control. So I'm just going to spend a bit of time tidying up. So I've kind of done the couch over there. I've just got to do the coffee table. I don't know why I told you that, or why I shared that you didn't need to know. So I just wanted to share this with you. And this is my wreath. Make sure I've got it the right way up. So I've made the acorns. So I sat for quite a bit this morning. I knitted five acorns, so they're on, and three acorn leaves. So I'll put those on. Yeah, and I'm really chuffed with it. Really chuffed with it. Took me a few days to knit this and to sew this on, and it's fairly smooth. So I've pinned everything, but I've got a few ends there. I've got a bit of a baggy bottom, not a soggy bottom, a baggy bottom, and it just makes me smile. And I've got it propped up on the kitchen top, just by my husband's coffee machine. And he just keeps making a comment about how lovely it is. So I think if he's said that he likes it, it's just a bit of fun. And I'm really pleased that I've taken the time out this week and just been making a little something to go on it each day. My plan is to finish Saturday, however far I've got, and that's it. But I think I'll be more or less there, I think. And then I'll put it up for a month, and then take it down for Christmas. Hi, me, I'm back again. I'm just procrastinating really, so I don't have to go and tidy that room. No, I just wanted to show you something. I have got the pattern. I bought the pattern for Lindsay at Stitch Create Love. You'll know I'm her fangirl. The cow, Dance Like No One's Watching, which is beautiful. And you can either knit it in 4-ply and hold mohair or Syria alpaca, something like that with it, or you can knit it in double knitting. So before I had this pattern, I'd already bought this yarn, and this is from, let me just get this, West Green Loft yarn, and it's called Ballet Slippers. So I thought, well, that's really appropriate. And I did actually, I think it's a little bit darker in real life. So yeah, it's called Ballet Slippers, and that's 4-ply. And I thought that would be appropriate for this cow. And then I bought from Hedgerow Yarns, I bought the Syria alpaca. Let me just get the label. Hedgerow Yarns, put my glasses on. Surrey Silk Cloud it's called, and it's 74% baby Surrey alpaca and 26% 6% mulberry silk. So I've never knitted anything either, and had hold two of them together. I think I've held double knitting together to make is it chunky? I think I made like a hat or something. So I have done it, yes, but I haven't used alpaca. And I think have I got it upside? No, this is it. Let's just check I've got it the right way up. No, I hadn't. So it's this way. So look at that. Look how gorgeous that. Probably this is the wrong line. Let me just have a strip. Right, might be better on the black. Well, my hair's everywhere now. Black background. The one thing I think I've learned while doing this vlogging is that I really do need to get dressed properly. You look, I've got makeup on today. You look at that. And I cannot tell you how gorgeous and squishy that is. Oh wow, this is what I've needed. Look, I can hide my double chin. I could be like that and I could look normal, couldn't I? Just lower my ears. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. It's so squishy. I started this Sunday night. I think Lindsay says there's 100 rows in the pattern. And I did 25 and I finished it last night, so that's what, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So yeah, four nights, and I finished it, and it went so quickly, and her pattern is so well written, and she explains to you, like she says to you, so many rows 5% done, so many rows 10%, and I absolutely love that. I think is it Andrea Mowry? I think she writes like that. I haven't used one of her patterns yet, haven't knitted from one of her patterns, but this is so quick to do. And I was thinking, right, okay, because I haven't made anything for, I've got one thing for Christmas that's on the go, and I'm really pleased to be doing it, but it's just huge, and I'm on the last section, and then I have to do one more thing to it, and then it's finished. So it's got to be finished by the end of November, because yeah, I can't keep on. But I thought that would be really good to be able to make one of these for my girls. I think they would absolutely love it. So yeah, so I'm really pleased with that. So that was yeah, a good knit, a fast knit. So I finished my hat, finished my fingerless mittens, and I finished my cowl. So I think I need to get back on and and do some knitting for some other people. It's Friday. Yeah, good morning. It's Friday, the 30th of November. I'm working on the last bits on my wreath, so I'm very chuffed with myself that I'll actually finish this for tomorrow, so I can hang this up. I'm very chuffed that I've created something for myself, and something that on first glance it intimidated me 3 years ago, and I think really if I had have taken the time to read the pattern properly, I would have found that I would have been able to have done this quite easily. Does that happen to you? Do you find that you'll put off something, you just convince yourself that, oh, it's too complicated, or I can't do it, or I don't have the skill set, and then when you sit down and you read it, you think to yourself, oh, if I'd just taken some time out, or I'd had a bit of self-belief. That's what I do, and I'm terrible, and that needs probably to be one of my goals, really, to think to myself, yeah, you can do this. Believe in yourself. I'm very much a person,
champion somebody else, no problem whatsoever. I'll be in the front of the queue saying, yes, you can do it, you can do it. Whereas where I'm concerned, I'm like, no, I can't do that. I can't do that. I finished the cow by Lindsay from Stitch Create Love, so that's finished. I finished quite a few things, so I'm actually starting to think about what else I would like to make. I've got a call in to crochet something, so I've got a couple of crochet kits that I wanted to start, and I've also have a monster on my list. One of the Toft monsters, Kerry Lloyd. If you watched one of my earlier videos, you would have seen that I created. Sorry, that's completely wrong. I made Bella the monster as a practice run to making monsters for my grandsons. I'll have a look at some of the things that I've got, and then sort of make a list. I really need to get some Christmas knitting. I think that's what I'm going to spend November working on. As I'm not going to be doing a podcast until the end of November, I've got a fair amount of time. I think I've got my Lola socks to finish, and I think I've got a little baby cardigan, so that would be quite nice just to knit that up quite quickly. Northwest. I'm hoping that it will be dry this afternoon, and that I can get out and either go for a walk or a bike ride. I'm not going to be able to do that for a few days, and I must admit we haven't done any exercise, I think, since about Tuesday, so that's really bad. So I do feel the need to do something. I noticed there's a new new to me yoga video. I think when I looked, when you go onto YouTube and there's suggestions come up in your feed, it's Yoga with Adrian is the one that I watch, but she'd got one for I think for your tummy, so I quite fancy having a go at that. I'm just waffling there. Is that how you feel today, Bailey? Hey, is that how you feel? Is it just too wet for you today? Oh, you're gigging in on the picture, Barney.
Right. Right, done my meal plan for next week. I do try and do it on a Thursday, so I can just get up and get out on a Friday. I'm on a go slow, so it's done. Ta-da! The lid is done. What I normally do is I just write down at the side sort of beef, lamb, pork, chicken, fish and veg. So that's 6 plus one other, which would be our takeaway. but we're still trying to have our vegetarian meals. So we're having mushroom stroganoff tonight. So this is from the Jamie Oliver book, and at this time of year the wild mushrooms are in season, so mixed mushrooms, that's what I meant. Wild mushrooms, all be able to go and pick them. I did up poisoning the pair of us, and that is absolutely delicious. So that is a recipe, a vegetarian recipe that we really like. So tomorrow's takeaway, and it's my choice. So I think we'll go for fish and chips tomorrow. So that's a few less calories than if we had a curry, I think. So that's what I'm going to go for. And then Sunday we're having roast chicken. We've got chicken in the freezer, so we're going to have that. And then we are having on Monday from, I bought this book. This is the ultimate diabetic cookbook by Phil Vickery. So we're going to have salmon kiwa, rice and salted cashew nut salad. So that should be really, really nice. I just need to make sure that we have, right, okay, I didn't write those details down on my shopping list, so I just need to do that. So we'll give that a go. And what else are we going to have? Oh, we're going to have, I've got some pork mince in the freezer. I don't really eat things like that. Perhaps I'd make it, yes, I know why I bought it. I'd buy it to make, for making meatballs, proper Italian meatballs with beef and pork mince, but we've already got meatballs in the freezer. So maybe to do, and this is from Tom Kerrigan's book, which I really like. I like his recipes. You don't feel as if you're having, I don't want to use a diet because we're not on a diet. This is like long term for us to eat healthy and learn different things. So this is pork samosa, and it's 475 calories. So I think on average you're supposed to look at something sort of between 600 and 700 calories for your evening meal. So that should be good. And it's with a phyllo pastry topping. So that looks really yummy. And the problem we have, which is I think a lot of people have, once kids leave home, you've been used to cooking for everybody, and it's just the two of you. Most recipes are for 4 or 6. So that says 6. So I think what I'll do is I will make one for us, one for the freezer, and there should be some left over which my husband can have for lunch the next day, which he will enjoy. Having that, and then our other vegetarian option, it's going to be a new recipe, and it does look really yummy. And this is from the Hairy Dieters book 3, Good Eating, and it's an aubergine bake. So that looks really yummy. We both like aubergine. We had that aubergine tagine thing the other week, and that was really nice. And we put some in the freezer. This is only 205 calories, or 269 calories. So again, it serves 4, so I'll have to do one for the freezer. I think I might just have a week where we perhaps eat out the freezer, because we are chock-a-block with what is in there. And then what's the other one? The ultimate. Oh, I'm going to have a simple seafood stew. We're not very good at eating pulses, and we're not very good at eating, we like seafood, we really do, but that's something we would eat when we went out. But we've sort of been out twice in the last couple of weeks, and that'll be it for us for a long time, I would think. Oh, there it is, yeah. Mark the page. Once I start using a cookery book on, I don't keep them pristine. They'll have things dropped on them, things marked in them. So that's what that looks like. So hopefully, that'll be really nice. So I just wanted to show you that, and I also had some happy post today. This came yesterday, but I forgot to show you. And this is from Dragon Hill Studio, and I found her on, I think it was Yorkshire Yarn Fest, and this is one of her Christmas colourways. I think they're the stripes. Yeah, look, they're the stripes. And it's, I'm pretty sure that this is the Twinkling Lights Sherborne Gold Solid Sparkle Sock 4-ply self-striping. Look at that. That is beautiful. And then with that came a little mini set, a little mini cake. That's what she's calling it. And I'm pretty sure that this is the lady that's only just started a business this year. It's called Twinkly Red. Look at that. So they'll go lovely. So they're my, yeah, Christmas socks. I've got a couple of the colours. And I said to I told my daughter they'd arrived. And I said, I'm not sure whether I said they were for you Christmas or I'd treat you. She goes, oh, it's all right. She said, I'll have them for Christmas. So I'm going to keep them wrapped up. But go and have a look on her website. She had some really nice ones. And that's who she is. I'll put the notes down below. And then I've also bought a pattern to knit myself a cardigan. I'll have a go. And it's Lush. And I saw it on the Ginger Twist Studios, and that's where I bought my Aran yarn that I made my mitts from. And it's yoke, and it's for a child, yeah, 0 to 6 months, up to 4 extra large. So I don't know what size to make. Obviously, I'm very blessed in this area, and I probably would wear it with sort of this done open, I think, but maybe the first couple of buttons. But the stitches, just divine. And I went on to Ginger Twist Studios, and the lady was there. She was in the shop, and she had this cardigan on. She had it was in mustard, so I'm obviously going through a mustard phase. And I thought I'd give that a go, so I've bought that. That's arrived this morning. So yes, that's all there is to say. I'll go do the shopping now. Hello. Sitting upstairs in my little nook. Well, I came up to have a look for some new projects I'd like to start or create. I kind of made a bit of a mess, so I don't think I'm any clearer as to when I started. But I want to make a monster. I want to, yeah, I feel that I've done quite a bit of knitting, so I want to have a change and do some crochet. So I don't think I'm giving anything away. You sort of start off with the head and the body, and then you add different bits, and you create your own monster. And that's Bella, and that's who I created earlier this year for my daughter. So I've got some chunky yarn from Aldi, and according to this book, and I suppose you'd apply this to any like toy pattern, depending on, see if I can find the page, should have marked it, sorry, you come up with different sized toys. So the one I knitted earlier in the year was double knitting, used double knitting. So yeah, so it would have sort of been this size. So I'm going to use chunky. It should be this big. So I've got this, and here, I'll just turn you around a little bit. I have like a cabinet, and I keep these plastic baskets in here. So I tend to have like one for each of the boys, and keep in there obviously their books and keep a note, and it's quite handy actually having a reference of their what made them. I've got some eyes, some eyes to go on there. So I've got the yarn for that, and then we had quite a lengthy consultation up here. I only put this like little section together probably about February time. Just a place I could come and sit and just lose myself. So I had a lengthy conversation with my eldest grandson, and I said that I would knit him a jumper for his birthday, which is next week, and I'm not going to be able to do it. But I'll hopefully get it finished for Christmas. So this is the one that he's chosen. Take it out of there. So he chose that style. That's the one that he likes. And he also would like that beanie hat. That was a request. He didn't want the jumper if he couldn't have the hat. I was like, okay. So I'll keep that in there. Oh, and I don't think I really need to take this out. I think you'll be able to see it. The light's okay. So I've got like a chocolate brown for that one. So that's good. So that's that. So he's done. I really enjoyed knitting my hat. I quite like to do something that is. Let's pull you back a bit. I'm just conscious that you can hear me. I don't want you to get too near to me, or sorry, me to get too near to you so you can see everything. But I found this one online. That's quite a simple hat. This is the Pimlico hat. I'm not sure if this is paid for or free. I think it's free, but I'll double check and I'll put the details in the notes below. And this is double knitting. So I've just had a look through my sort of stash of indie dye, and this is kind of what I've got, and this is what I've had. So I have Snuggly spots, and that's actually for a project. I've bought that specially for a project, and this is for the Duchess of Devonshire. And I saw Katie from Inside Number 23, and she made one, and I just thought it was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. So I've got all that. So yes, I have no double knitting. So Yorkshire Yarn Fest is on Saturday the 31st of October, and by the time you see this, it'll obviously be over. But then they have a vendors list which you can go and have a look. I've also seen, which wasn't on my list, which I would like to do, and this is the pattern by Tin Can Knits Lush, and that's a DK, and I would like to have a go at that. But I was thinking maybe I could buy the yarn and I could sort of start that sort of perhaps after Christmas when I've done everything else. And I think, yeah, as I say, I really want to do some crochet. So I fancy doing the rainbow ripple blanket, and you normally make those in like colour, different colours. I was looking in my stash, and I've come across. This is my friend's grandson is being born this month. But I've got quite a lot of this, and I know that his mum's favourite colour is green, and this is Snuggly, good old Sirdar Snuggly, which I love. And I was thinking that perhaps, I don't know how many balls. I've got four. Oh, I've got four. Okay. So perhaps I could do that as my centre, then that for the rest of the blanket, interspersed with this. So I think that's what I would like to do. So I've got a big Sirdar box, so that's that one. Also, I feel like I want to make a jumper. Are you ever like this? You start and that's it, you want to make this and this. But it's like a little fisherman's. I've made that for Fred. That's my middle grandson, I think twice, and it's a really lovely jumper, so I'd like to make that for Benjamin. And I also want to make this, but I'm a bit scared because it's an American pattern, but I think that would be really cute for the two older boys. I'd like to make it for the older one, but I know the younger one, his brother, will be, as soon as he sees that, I want it. So that's that. And then this is the Sorrento shawl, and it's by Marsha Ibug. I'm not sure if that's the right pronunciation. Can you see that one there? That's well worth having a look. It's absolutely stunning. So, and that I think is 4-ply. Yeah, 4-ply fingering weights. I think I might have the colours pulled away. That would be for my youngest daughter. We have spoken about this, but I think I would have to. We were looking at the little Tailoress, Dandelion and Dogwood. That's it. Last time I looked, they didn't have everything, but I have messaged her and she said they will be dying again. So I just need to have a look. So yes, I was having a good old sort out up here today. I'm going to go back, finish that wreath. I've done everything apart from the last sunflower. So I've made one of the fronts. So I'm just going to do the set like the front centre. I'm going to go make myself a cup of tea, go and finish that, and then that's done. And then I think tomorrow I've got some blocking to do. I finished the cowl, Lindsay's cowl, that I was knitting, her pattern. Oh, amazing. Really quick. So that would be a really good Christmas present, really good quick knit. And then my shawl, I haven't blocked that. So there are 2 projects I need to block. So that will be good. And that's it for today. So tomorrow I'm going to come on and just finish off the October blogs. So I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. It's Saturday the 31st of October, and wow, last day of the Vlogtobers. I cannot believe how quickly it has gone. Last night I finished my last sunflower for my wreath with my with the leaf to go with it, so I'm just going to put that on. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to be able to show you this, and maybe I'll have to find my stand and put you in my stand. Right, I'm back. I found my stand. It was upstairs when I was talking to you yesterday in my nook. So I feel a bit like they must do it switching the lights on in Oxford Street or Blackpool. I'm feeling slightly reflective today. Coming to the end of this and the end of the month. I'm so pleased that I just got this out, and I never thought that I would be at this stage, it would all be complete. Let me just show you. Turn you up, get a good view. And I'm so delighted with this. And this is all from nothing. Well, not nothing, all from sort of just leftovers. I'll pull you a little
put you a bit closer. Hope I'm not wobbling you too much. I'll get used to manoeuvring this selfie stick. So, here's my mouse, my little berries, sunflowers. Just love sunflowers, really, really love sunflowers. Just something that makes me smile. The same as, you know, when you see a rainbow, that always makes me smile. So yes, I am delighted. I'm delighted with this. And it's really easy, so I don't know why I put myself off on this. So I'm looking forward to putting this out, hanging this up and having this up for a month. I think I might have to move these berries and bring them over a bit more. And I still have all these leftovers, so they go back into my Starcraft box. So I just wanted to come on and show you this. I also wanted to show you, I'm in a bit of a crochet mood. I've done quite a bit of knitting this month. So I started this last night, and it is the Rainbow Ripple Blanket by, is it Celeste Young? And this is American terminology for American and Canadian viewers, anybody that's overseas that uses that. And if it's British that you're looking for, go and have a look at Bella Coco, and I'll try and remember to put that in my notes. So I'm aiming to do a royal blue centre, I think 6 rows out of the green, and then 1 ring of the blue, and then follow the green, because I think I've got about 10 balls of this and 4 balls of this, and this is for my friend's grandson, who is supposed to be arriving in October, so I haven't heard from her, so I don't think that he's here yet. So that was quite nice to sit and do that. Though this is coming up a lot brighter than what it is, you know, in true life. That was quite hard to do that last night. A lot easier, yeah, this morning. So I thought I'd show you that. Hello, it's Saturday, the 31st of October, last day today. Hooray, I hear you say. I'd like to start off by saying thank you. Thank you for watching me. Thank you for your lovely comments. I think when I started this journey 4 weeks ago, I was really hoping that I'd have got all that editing and everything in the bag. Been a bit stressful this last 10 days. But I think I'm also very hard on myself. I think the actual editing, I'm a lot better, in the sense of, I think all the footage is landscape instead of portrait. I'll try and be a little bit more succinct. And I was just thinking then, oh, is it the last day? And it is. The reason I'm saying that is because I still haven't got week 4 uploaded. I get everything edited, and I think I'm there, and hopefully that will improve. I understand how to work everything. That's an enormous challenge for me. So yes, I'm pleased that I've managed to do that, and I do feel that I've made some progress. We can get it exported okay, and it's from the export to uploading to YouTube. So I was quite happy to hear that Gaynor and Ali had problems as well uploading, so I thought it was just not me. Perhaps I don't know, the system is just overrun with everybody doing Vlogtober. I have enjoyed it. I hope that I did set some goals for myself. These are in no particular order. The main reason that I decided to do Vlogtober was because
wanted you to get to know me more, to see a little bit of my life in, under COVID restrictions. I'm in the northwest of England, and we are in tier 3. We've been in tier 3 for a long time. So my crafting for me has been really important. And I was about to say it will show because I've made lots of things for everybody else, but I haven't made it all for me this month, which is really, really unusual. But just to have that, and to have something that you can just lose yourself in, and you're creating something. So I was just going to go over my projects. I'm going to see those socks again one last time. So yes, so that's what I think you'll see at the beginning of this footage, all for last week's. They're just so beautiful. They are really, really lovely. And this is Mr. and Mrs. Mr. and Mrs. Rabbit's yarn. So they're lovely. They'll be a good Christmas present. This is my hat, the Lotus hat. All my details for my projects and everything will be down in the description box below. So I'm really pleased with that, with my hat. That's the first hat I've knitted for myself, and that's all blocked. And I hope you liked Mouldy. And these are my fingerless mittens, which they were such an easy project to do. So they would be a super Christmas present. That's Aran. That is DK. So DK, which is, oh crumbs, I've forgotten, haven't I? Is it worsted? Yeah, I think that's worsted, isn't that? So is that bulky? Is Aran bulky? I think it might be, but I'd all check that. And this is 4-ply fingering. So that's those. Then I just kind of whipped this up really quickly. This is the pattern from Stitch Create Love, and this is the cow Dance Like No One's Watching, and I've knitted this in fingering, and fingering weight with Surrey alpaca together. I'll put this in front of my face, and then you can see. But that is so soft, and again, such an easy knit. They make an excellent Christmas present. I've weighed my yarn. I think I've got that much. It's not quite enough. That's 49 grams instead of 100. That's 49 grams left. And this is, I think I've got 27. But I think I've worked it out. If I buy another one, then I'll have enough left over that I can make another cowl. So yes, that's beautiful, absolutely beautiful to work with, like this. And then something I hadn't planned on, ta-da! And this is my wreath, and that is going to go on my door, and I absolutely love it, and I can't believe that 3 years ago I was so intimidated by it. It's dead easy to knit. And just if you wanted to make something like this, just do it one step at a time. And I think all I was hoping to achieve, I knew I'd have to finish it by today, and all I was hoping to achieve was a sunflower and maybe a pumpkin and perhaps a hedgehog, and then just put it away. And there's absolutely beautiful photographs on Instagram of everybody's autumn makes. And this has been really funny that I've put it on Instagram. I showed it to my grandson today. I had a FaceTime call there. I had a FaceTime call with him, and I showed him. He asked me what I'd been doing, and I showed him, and his reaction was, "Wow, Grandma, that's really good." So that made me smile. It keeps making me smile every time I think of him. So yeah, that's lovely. So that's where I am at the moment. Oh, and I got my shawl, haven't I? And I should have blocked it, and I haven't blocked it. I've put the mats out, so it is going to be blocked, and it's going to go out. I've got it around the wrong way, and it's going to go out. Go up on the mats upstairs. So I'll put a picture up of that. And again, that is dead easy to do as well. So now I have these, I tend to group all my project bags together, and I try and keep some kind of record, and I haven't brought that down, so I'll have to take a picture and show you. My daughter bought this. It's like it's bigger than A4, like a book, and you can put photographs in, and the ball band and yarn and everything, and that's really good. So I'll put a photograph of that in and show you. I've put all the details of everything that I've made, and I just wanted to share with you a couple of books that I had bought. Oh, I think I've left. Right, I've got Graham Norton. I've just read his book, Homecoming, his new one. I've not read anything before. He's written 3 books, and he's won a couple of awards for the first 2. So it's good, really good contemporary fiction, a good contemporary novel. So that's well worth having a visit. And I'm just reading this, just started, and this is by Ruth Jones, who wrote the Gavin and Stacey with James Corden, and this is about, well, I'll read you Dawn's French's recommendation: a touching celebration of the beauty and endurance of female friendship. And I'm starting these. They meet when they're 8 years old, and they're just going on their first holiday, the first girls' holiday before they go off to uni. So I'm enjoying watching. And I'd also like to say thank you to all the lovely podcasters that are out there. And it is free, and I didn't realise, being on the other end, how much work went into it. It's not just the content that they show you and they share with you. It's obviously the planning, that is one aspect, but it's the time to record and the things that you have to take into consideration that I'd never given a thought. When I watch a podcast, I just imagine that I'm having a cup of tea with a friend, but you don't think about the lighting, the sound, sort of visual, like backdrops and things. I'm just perched on my couch in my we call it the snug, in my room. We tend to live in the kitchen, but yeah, all those things. And I don't always leave a comment. I think I feel quite self-conscious, and I didn't think I realised the importance of leaving a like after. So I've been watching some this month. I am a little bit behind, but yeah, I've always put a like by it, even when the podcaster has said, "Oh, this is rubbish content," or "I'm sorry about that noise," or something like that. I just think, you know what, you take time out to put this up, and I can sit here and watch this cup of tea, have a cup of tea and watch you, and thank you. So so I've been making a conscious effort to do the likes. I think my husband's just about to come in, I thought. So I hope that you enjoy this one that's going to go up, and if you would give me a like and even subscribe if you like it. Hopefully I've improved that much.